What's up, everybody? This is John with JohnFair Innovations, bringing you more League of Legends Worlds 2021 content. So these are my predictions for day 3. There are only 4 games on day 3. I think they've done that to allow for tiebreakers in case they happen. I'm not going to try and predict for tiebreakers, so I'm just going to predict games because, as I said, I'm not 100% sure how the tiebreaker system works. Now, so the final 2 games we have from Group A. So the first one we have is LNG versus Infinity. LNG, I think, are going to go 4-0. They are way too strong for everyone. That's what we've learnt, that LNG is a tier above Harmer Life, who is then a tier above like teams like C9, for example. So LNG definitely, I think, going to win that game. Ale and Tarzan continue to be too strong for everyone. Next, we have Peace versus Red. I want to say Peace is going to win this, but I just feel Red have too much talent. They've shown that they can make teams like Harmer Life and LNG sweat, and I think the problems that Red faced against Harmer Life and LNG, it's not necessarily the problems that they will face when they're facing Peace. I think that individual expression that they rely on so much will work in their favor, because I think it's going to be a lot more. There's a lot more chaos, I think, in a game against Peace as opposed to a game against LNG or Harmer Life. So I think Red can win this one, and I think they should win that one. Group B, we have Detonation Focus Me versus Beyond Gaming. A very important game, because if Detonation Focus Me win this game, they would be guaranteed 3-1, and then they would be guaranteed to be at least playing against the 3rd seed of Group A for a spot into group stage. And if Detonation Focus Me comes second, then given that Harmer Life must come at least first or second, and LNG must come first or second, that would mean that we will definitely get a minor region team making it for groups, because Detonation Focus Me would have to play either Red or Peace, or Infinity, depending on how if the games go that way. So they would have to play one of those teams. So whoever wins that bet, whoever gets that stage to face Detonation Focus Me, definitely a minor region team would qualify. So really, really high stakes game. Having said that, I think with the games on the line, with their backs against the wall, Beyond Gaming showed their best performance. They needed to win that game against Unicorns of Love to have really any real chance of getting out of the group and getting a decent seed. And they performed their best performance of the tournament. I think they're going to beat Detonation Focus Me. Doggo is really, really good. And as much as they're so reliant on Doggo, I believe in Beyond Gaming more than I do in Detonation Focus Me. It's not to say I don't think Detonation Focus Me can't beat them. I think it's very close. But I just think with the pressure on the line, with the backs against their wall, I think Beyond Gaming have shown in the past, in the PCS, to be very clutch in this matter. They beat PSG in a best of 5, for example, and then they took PSG to a best of 5 in the final. So they're very well versed in these high pressure situations. Detonation Focus Me, there's going to be a lot of pressure on them to win this game, and I just wonder if they'll be able to do it. Unicorns of Love versus C9 is the final game of the day, and I'm going to give this one to C9. NA fans, cheer, be happy. They go undefeated in play-in stage, but I do think this is probably the last time you're going to have something to cheer about, because I don't think groups is going to be as favorable for you as play-ins has been. But C9 playing very well. Some sloppy mistakes that they do need to fix, but Unicorns of Love, they haven't shown much this tournament. Very disappointing tournament for them, and they haven't shown anything that would make me think that they could take games of C9. Very disappointing, very lackluster performances, and which is a shame because Unicorns of Love always seem to have some really cool picks. They have some really cool games. Everyone has a sort of soft spot for them. So yeah, disappointing that they've had this sort of tournament, and hopefully they can, have at least a decent showing, possibly win this game against C9, purely for the fans' sake, if anything. They can still technically make it out of groups, but Beyond Gaming has to lose to Detonation Focus Me. So with that, the groups then would be finalized. So this would be the standings after day 3. The final standings would look like this. So LNG would move to 4-0. Harmful Life would remain the same. Red would move to 2-2. Peace would move to 1-3. And of course, Infinity will go 0-4. This would mean then that Peace and Red will have to play in a best of 5 to get that third spot. As for Group B, C9 goes 4-0. Detonation Focus Me moves to 2-2. Beyond Gaming will move to 2-2 along with Galatasaray. So there would be definitely tiebreaker ruling with there. And Unicorns of Love will move to 0-4. Depending on how the tiebreakers go, I think we'll probably end up seeing Beyond Gaming sneak their way into the second seed, leaving Detonation Focus Me and Galatasaray being third and fourth and playing that best of 5 to have a series against Harmful Life. Well, there you have it. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Let me know what your pick'ems are. Has your team made it out of groups? Is your team going to make it out of groups? Let me know what you think. But always stay safe, be kind to one another, and I'll see you next time.